Hello students, this is uh, lecture on machine design 1 and in continuation with our last topic, that is on connecting rod, where we have discussed the various functions, the materials and the applications of the connecting rod, the buckling connecting rod. So today we are going to complete this topic, that is connecting rod, the design procedure. Design procedure means what are the different dimensions we have to consider for a particular force, that is a force given by the gas pressure. And then we are going to discuss one type of simple numerical problem. Again, the reference will be the design of machine element by V.P. Bhandari. So in the last class we have discussed these are all introduction part. Now how it buckles, in plane and out plane buckling. So this is how we apply the Rankine formula in order to calculate the moment of inertia in both the directions, the relation between these two. So finally we find out the relation based on the geometry. So we end up here. So today we are going to start the design procedure of connecting rod, where the last topic of this. So now we know that the connecting rod connects the piston and a crankshaft by using a crank pin here at the small end. Then I have a shank part, this shank part, and then we have a crank pin here which connect the crankshaft. So here we have a different forces are applied. We can see that P is a force that is applied by the piston due to gas pressure. This PS is a side thrust due to that is a cylinder wall. And then we have a PC, that that force transmitted from this piston to the connecting rod. This phi is the angle between this connecting rod and the vertical axis, whereas this theta is the angle between the crank and the vertical axis. So based on this we will have three forces that is acting on this complete system. So we will prepare one free body diagram for this, force diagram for this. We can say P in this direction, PC in this at angle phi, and this is PS, that is the pressure because of the sidewall. So we can also resolve this PC into this component. In the horizontal component it will be the PC cos phi, and this will be the PC sin phi. Now that means this PC cos phi is nothing but PC, that is equal to P, that is the gas pressure, or PC. I am interested in want to know that PC, the PC will be equal to P by cos phi. So this is a relation between the connecting rod force and the gas force that I want to know. So but for a maximum force that can be transferred, or that can be transmitted from this piston gas pressure to this connecting rod, is when this cos phi will become 1. Then only I will get this PC is equal to P. So the force acting on this connecting rod is equal to the maximum force acting on the piston due to gas pressure, is when this P will become equal to PC, or in other words we can say this cos phi will become 1, and this become 1 when phi is, as you know, is 0. Then phi is 0, or phi is very small. So in that case only this P will become PC, or in other words we can say that it is either on the dead center, either on the inner dead center or the outer dead center. Whenever it is in these two positions, whenever we have a maximum and the minimum force, and we can say that the PC is equal to P is the maximum force that can be transferred from the gas pressure to this connecting rod. So we know that the maximum pressure P max will be equal to force by area, and area will be shifted here, that is a pi d square by 4. D is the diameter of a piston. So this is the what we want to know, the force. Based on this equation, this force relation, now we are going to study the procedure. The first step is to calculate the force acting on the connecting rod. That can be done using this previous relation which we have derived using this force diagram. Then we determine the critical buckling load by using by taking into consideration the factor of safety. Usually we take a very large factor for this case, P 546. This is a very crucial part of engine, so we require this much amount of factor of safety for this. Then we apply the Rankine formula that we already have done, already calculated, and that calculate. Then for using this Rankine formula we will determine the thickness value, and simply it is simple relation. You know this sigma c is a crushing force, and this A is the area that is given by this 11t square, which we already done in the last part. Kxx we already determined in the last part. Again, this A is 1 by 7500 means this is for a particular case, and in this case we have taken it as a mild steel, so this A will be equal to 1 by 7500. Otherwise it can be 1 by 9000 depending upon the material. Sigma C is a compressive force that acts upon it, that we have taken is as a standard one, that is 330 megapascal. Then based on the following figure, we will calculate the other parameters, because once I know the thickness parameter, then I can get the value of width B is equal to 40 and that height is equal to H is equal to 5t. So so I can simply get the value of B and H, the other parameters of this cross section. So once I know this height and width, so width B is constant throughout the length. When I say that there is a connecting rod, along the connecting rod, along the shank, we can say along the length, this B will be constant, but this height will be varying, because when we one end we have a small end, that is a piston end, where a piston pin was there. Other end is a bigger end, that is a crank. That means along this length the height will vary. So height will vary, that means this section which we are going to show is the middle section. So at the middle section H will be equal to 5t, that this 5t will be there. But at the small end, that is the piston end, the H1 will be equal to 0.75 H to 0.9 H, that is smallest. And at the big end, that is a crank pin end, it will be equal to the 1.1 H to 1.25 H. So this is how we basically design the connecting rod. It's a very simple procedure of designing the connecting rod. So basically you require the five simple steps in order to calculate the all the dimensions and the parameters of connecting rod, where we have considered the force, that is a gas pressure force, based on this PC is equal to pi d square by 4, and this d is nothing but the diameter of a piston cylinder. So now based on this procedure, I'm going to take a simple numerical problem. So determine the dimension of cross section of the connecting rod for a diesel engine with the following data. Cylinder bore, that is the diameter, is 100 mm, length of the connecting rod 350 mm, maximum gas pressure is given to you 4 megapascal, and factor of safety here we can consider is a 6. So first step is to determine the force acting on the connecting rod. That is the first step. PC will be equal to pi d square by 4 into P max. Diameter you already know, 100 mm, and this will be equal to 4 megapascal. So by using the conversion formula, we will get this PC. Once you know the PC, you will now determine the critical buckling load, and that will be multiplied by the factor of safety, because factor of safety is nothing but the maximum load by the working load. Working load will be this PC that acts because of the pressure P. So this PCR will be equal to 188,495.6. That is higher than the PEC. That is a critical buckling load, we can say. So based on these two, now I apply the Rankine formula, PCR, to determine the value of thickness. Just substitute this PCR is equal to this one. Sigma C is given to 330 megapascal depending on the material, crushing strength of a material. Material we are taken as a mild steel. So for this A will be equal to 1 by 7500. This Kxx will be equal to 1.78t, that we already defined, or we have already calculated in the last lecture. This area is again we have calculated in the last lecture, the 11t square. So based on this, substitute all these parameters, all known parameters, this PCR into this equation, and you will get one equation, a quadratic equation. And when I solve this quadratic, basically quadratic in the two square term, that is the fourth order equation you will get, because we have this t multiplied. So this T4 in the fourth order equation, you will get the two solutions from the t square, one from this. So you will take the positive values of it, then t square will be 56.6 and t will be it will be the 8 mm. So this is what is the main part of this question, main part of this problem. Once you determine this thickness, the remaining part is very simple. Then that dimension I said earlier, that B will be equal to 40 and H will be equal to 5t. Thickness of the web means the length along this y-axis, that is 8 mm. Thickness of the flange, again 8 mm. We have now width B is constant. I said earlier that width will be the constant, but height can vary. So for that height at the middle section, that middle H will be equal to 40 again, whereas at the smaller end H1 will be equal to 34 mm, 0.85 H, and the bigger end S2 will be 1.2h. So these are the basically the ratio we have calculated for a purpose, that is 32 by 58, or we can say not a ratio but overall cross section at different ends. At the bigger end, it will be, this will be the cross section or the I section, or this will be the at the middle, and it will be at the smaller end. So that's complete your numerical on the connecting rod. That is a very simple numerical based on this. So this is all about this connecting rod, the design analysis, the every factor we have considered, the buckling load we have considered, different moment of inertia, different I sections we have taken, and based on this we design the procedure. And the design analysis is all based on the gas pressure, because that gas pressure is the only part which is transferred to the connecting rod through the piston pin. And once it is calculated, you calculate the thickness, and thickness based on the thickness you will determine all other parameters. That is a complete part of a design analysis of we can say the connecting rod. Thanks. In the next class we are going to study the next component of IC engine, that is the crankshaft and the crank pin. Thanks.